Hello, this is Ken Barron. I'm with the National Association Black and White Men Together. Topic today, age and democracy. So I'm 79 and I am lucky to be able to speak my mind. So as 8 Democratic aligned senators with an average age of about 70 voted with Republicans to end the 40-day shutdown without the healthcare concessions, I asked myself, how old is too old to fight Republicans? Let's look at how this capitulation and the subsequent anger played out in the arguments. So many members of Congress who are at and well beyond retirement age. What's happening? Well, the Democrats are denouncing Mr. Schumer and this deal to end the government shutdown. Their voters hate, but they offer no plausible account on how they would have done better because maybe there isn't one. It's a lot easier to vote for something your base hates if you're too old to worry about re-election. Of the Democratic Alliance senators who voted for the shutdown deal, 2 are not running again. That's Dick Durbin of Illinois, he's 80, and Jaheen Shaheen of New Hampshire, 78. Angus King of Maine is 81, and Jackie Rosen of Nevada is 68. Both Tim Kaine of Virginia and Maggie Hassan of New Hampshire are 67. All will be past 70 years old if they decide to run again when their terms end. The other yes votes were from Catherine Cortez Masto of Nevada, 61, representing a state where the Las Vegas tourist community feared taking a major hit from canceled flights, and from John Fetterman of Pennsylvania, who is just 56 but has embraced Trump on a slew of issues. This is called a gerontocracy, when you have elder leaders who are never going to face re-election again. You make decisions that can be disconnected from what their voters believe. Yet, the age issue is likely to keep flaring up. Senator Schumer's top 3 midterm recruits will be in their 80s by the end of a second term. This is a matter of how much to fight and who should lead the charge. Remember, Democrats were less than a week removed from their sweeping victories in California, New Jersey, and Virginia. For many in the party, Tuesday elections were the first time in a year that they could feel good about the collective ability to punch back against extremism. They wanted the Republicans to afford to redo of the Affordable Care Act and its subsidies, with polls showing that voters were generally on the Democrat side. Many progressives and younger Democrats have argued increasingly boldly and loudly that Schumer, 74, is no longer up to the fight. Feeding the discontent are memories of the last shutdown fight in March when Schumer led Senate Democrats to make a deal with the Republicans to keep the government open. Then, as in now, the party's base and most of its members in Congress wanted the fight against Trump and his allies. In one sign of how far out on an island the 8 senators are, they drew backhand scorn from the DNC, which rarely intervenes in intra-party disputes. This is all taking place as Trump issued preemptive pardons to Rudy Giuliani and a host of people who tried to overturn the 2020 elections. In a world without the Democratic senators' capitulation, the pardons might have been a galvanizing issue for the party's elected officials to rally around while continuing to press their case that spiraling health insurance costs were too high. Fortunately for Democrats, they had some wins that should not be discounted. They raised the salience of soaring health insurance premiums and sent the message that Republicans made the policy that caused them. They goaded Trump into making unpopular moves to withhold food stamps that appear to have hurt his poll numbers. It's possible that shutdown has still been a net political gain for the Democratic Party, despite its necessarily ignominious end. Groceries prices remain high. Energy prices are high too. Our values are on the side of the people at the margins who are suffering endlessly with the extremist world view. This has been Ken Barron. I'm with the National Association of Black and White Men Together. We have a website, nabwmt.org. Our main email is nabwmt at nabwmt.org. We're on Facebook and Instagram and other platforms, including this. Um, if you want to see more about us, you can join us in our convention next year, which is in Las Vegas in August. You can find that same information on our website. Again, thank you so much for listening. Hope to